Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the 3 Count. I am War Machine MJ. That's Rodimus Prime. Mainstream Malcolm's on the toilet being gay.
Fuck off.
He's dumping his life away as usual.
Yeah, so he'll join us on the table in a little bit after he washes his hands. You uncultured swine.
Whatever.
Anyway, we are the 3 Count Mafia, and on this episode of the 3 Count, we're going to talk about the last of the Go Home show to Evolution, which is apparently happening.
Mm-hmm.
Given that this week of WWE programming has been billed towards Crown Jewel,
Yeah.
which is also happening next week, which is it's still going on in Saudi Arabia. So,
Why?
Good question.
do you really need me to answer why?
No.
I already know the question. I already know the answer.
Then stop asking why, asshole. Anyway, but yeah, the other big development for Crown Jewel is John Cena is not going to be there. Yeah, they've already WWE's already released a statement saying John Cena's not going to be there. It's not confirmed whether or not Daniel Bryan's going to be there, given he's also apparently said he's declining to go.
Oh well.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. At least we'll have Hulk Hogan there.
Yeah.
I'm not watching it.
As far as I'm concerned, like I told these guys off air, they put money over humanity.
Yep.
So
I mean,
there you go.
even one of the folks at ESPN slammed WWE calling it blood money.
That's basically what it is.
It
Blood
is.
money.
Yeah. And they keep up all this whole family-friendly dynamic, yet they're willing to go to a country where a murder conspiracy took place.
Mm.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Again, money over humanity.
Yeah, but now I'm not going to go crazy and cancel my network over this, because as I said in the past, the pros outweigh the cons. I'm just not going to watch this show in any capacity as a protest. Being that you're doing something wrong and I'm not going to give you any attention for it.
And at this point, they don't deserve any attention. This shit right here is just icing on the cake for WWE, but meanwhile, it just makes them look bad because, I mean, what else can you say about this garbage?
Anyway, we move on from that. Let's go ahead and talk about SmackDown. Well, no. Let's go ahead and talk about Mixed Match Challenge, shall we? At least briefly. Since only one of us actually watches this stupid thing.
Well, I didn't watch this week, so.
Yeah, but you're on the wagon.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, let me watch this, even though it's terrible.
Yeah.
Even though it's boring, even though it's lost what it originally was.
True.
And all these teams are just forced together. Hey, look at all these wacky pairings of peoples. Especially fucking Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox.
Now, that's a trash team I don't have interest in, but like I said, you know, I still watch it, even though it sucks.
Yeah, we got into a spiel about recent developments with, as What Culture calls it, the Schrodinger's cat's WWE show. You know, will it happen? Will it not happen? You know, kind of deal. Anyway, I wasn't really prepared for this, so okay. Yeah, Team Asuka and Team B&B won, so yeah, hooray. What did he do? It's not like anybody gives a shit about Mixed Match Challenge. Oh, wait. Whoops. I spoke too soon. Anyway, let's go and move on to SmackDown. What'd you think of the show?
I only caught like last 10 minutes. Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, okay.
So I really didn't watch the show.
Yeah. Uh, it's kind of a clunky show, actually. It's essentially it's the go home to Evolution, but given that women are delegated to select portions of the show, Evolution only got mentioned a couple of times.
Yeah. Well, I did see where they had that melee with the women, like when the Iconics came out there and Lana and
That was stupid.
yeah, especially being that they want their moment to be iconic.
Yeah. All right, so we opened the show off with the New Day. Not really too chipper, but then again, not too angry. They're mad because they lost their tag titles because of Big Show. Turning heel yet again.
For like the 5 millionth time.
Yep. So it wound up being a one-on-one contest between Kofi Kingston and the Big Show, and it ended in a no contest when it turned into a giant melee. Then we had a rematch from last week's as the Usos took on AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. Yet again, there was trouble between Styles and Daniel Bryan as AJ Styles tried to counter Uso number whatever, tried to counter him with a Pele, wound up catching Daniel Bryan. So the Usos beat the champion and number one contender.
For the second week in a row.
Holy shit! They actually have a poll about this on the results page. Holy shit!
What?
There's a poll asking, do you think the miscommunications between Styles and Bryan have been accidental or intentional? Seriously? Seriously? Really? Really? Dummies.
I just have no comment.
I got a comment. Dummies.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, yeah, then there was that cringy backstage promo between Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles.
What'd they say? Well, what did Daniel say to AJ?
Well, AJ said, that kick was purely accidental. I didn't mean anything by it. Then Daniel Bryan just went, oh, you didn't mean anything by it. Just basically insinuating that he's lying and that he's Pinocchio and shit. And then, before AJ walks off, Daniel Bryan throws up a too sweet and goes, is this how you do it, brother? It's cringy, but the one upside to this is that Daniel Bryan just does not care. He is just so happy to be back. That he is willing to take all this crappy writing.
You gotta do something.
Yeah. Next up, we had a really good segment. Yeah, rare for this episode. It's good. It was Miz TV with a special guest, Rey Mysterio. And it was so good because the Miz was doing his usual shenanigans as Miz, tearing into Rey and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And Rey goes, I thought I was going to be on Truth TV, not some dusty-ass TV show.
Ow!
Oh.
Like, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
It was great. Because Going and Raw have speculated that Rey Mysterio is in don't give a fuck mode.
I can see that.
Yeah. Which led to, and surprise, surprise, it was an incredible match featuring The Miz. I mean, he doesn't have a lot, but when he does have a lot, they really do mean something.
Mm-hmm.
He went one-on-one with Rey Mysterio, and Rey kicked his ass. It was a really good match and a welcome change of pace from last week's rushed product. Anyway, yeah, next up was that women's battle brawl to hype up the Battle Royal Evolution.
Because I saw where it was supposed to be a tag team match
Uh-huh.
between Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose They were supposed to take on Naomi and Asuka.
Uh-huh.
Then the Iconics came out there doing their Superwoman pose, and then Lana came out there and Zelita Vega. That shit right there. That shit, like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
You know what that is? They're paying tribute to the greatest poser ever, Lex Luger.
Oh my god. Then basically all the women brawled, and it was just basically setting up for Evolution in that battle royal.
That none of them are gonna win.
That pose just really got off with me, where they said it was gonna be iconic. Like, what the fuck? I just couldn't take that serious.
Paying a tribute to Lex Luger popping up at WCW.
With that big ass white church shirt,
And
that oversized church shirt.
And that 90s mullet.
Oh my god.
Looking like, well, I'm here.
Well, at least they didn't stand there like this. Luger stood like this. And they stood like they were fucking Superwoman. At least they didn't have no big oversized clothes on.
At least they weren't looking all smug and shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
fucking Let's fucking Let's Luger.
Next up we had the return of the Money as Shane O'Mac came back.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. And he pretty much had a nice jab for the crowd. It was a warm-hearted kind of shoot. Cuz he was there hyping up the WWE World Cup to determine the best in the world.
You mean the American Cup?
Well, no, like you have to say the official title. And the official title is the WWE World Cup to determine the best in the world.
Fuck that. It's the WWE American Cup. It's 7 Americans and 1 Mexican. Fuck all that.
Remember, John Cena's on tournament, so we don't know who's taking the spot yet.
Man, fuck all that. It's the American Cup. It's the Americup. Ain't no motherfucking World Cup. It's the Americup. Stop bullshitting.
Again, you got to focus on the real title because as soon as he said to determine the best in the world, the crowd at in New Jersey started chanting CM Punk.
I heard about that.
And Shane O'Mac said, "No, I don't think he's in the tournament."
Fact. Fun fact, today is his birthday, as of recording.
Wait, whose?
CM Punk.
CM Punk. Okay, we're done.
He turned the big 4-0 today.
Yeah. Which, while you're here, I wanted to ask you, people chanting, belting out the CM Punk chant. Is there any purpose behind it, or are they doing it now just because it's the hip thing to do?
Wait, repeat that again.
When people belt out the CM Punk chant, are they doing that, because they actually want him back, or are they doing that because that's the hip thing to do?
I feel like it's the hip thing to do because this guy left the company 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's no sight in him coming back because he seems like happy outside of wrestling now. Yeah. So I just feel like they're just doing it just to do it.
Yeah, that's the way I feel because how long would it be once he comes back before they're just like, oh, let's move on to the next person?
Yeah, they did that to Batista.
Yeah.
And then when he came back at SmackDown 1000 last week, everybody was like, oh my God, he's back.
Yeah, because, CM Punk comes back and then the crowd will just wind up being occupied with, Adam Cole, baby. We'll get to him in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, after Shane O'Mac's promo, we had the main event, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Same song and dance we've seen before. There was also a swanton bomb from the apron, which, if you know Jeff Hardy, that's kind of cringy right now.
Yeah.
Considering his back is still jacked up.
No RKO?
Yeah, there was an RKO.
Okay.
The most dangerous 3 letters in the alphabet. Personally, I think those 3 letters are, less dangerous compared to DOA.
Yeah.
Because RKO, you're just waiting for it. DOA means, as soon as you show up, dead.
It's on site.
Yeah. On site, on a t-shirt, out of mind.
Mm-hmm.
On a t-shirt. Oh. That song was so ridiculous.
still have that on my phone. Just for the fuck of it.
I mean, I know there's connotations behind it, but
Yeah. It sounds stupid, though.
at first it sounds ridiculous.
Holy fuck, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god! Mainstream is alive!
And Rod is grasping his titties.
Of course. Like
Well,
a J-Fag,
Malcolm's... Fuck you. Malcolm's titties are bigger than mine, so...
Yeah, the internet knows that now.
Yeah.
Oh, they already know about that.
They sure do.
Did somebody use my hat?
Yeah, I was wearing it.
Yeah, he's wearing a mask over his face.
You dick. Well,
Yeah, the same bag I'm gonna put on your mama's face when I
I heard
fuck her
you the
tonight.
first time, you dick. You little bastard.
Hey, sit down. We got a show to do.
Hold on, man. Let me clean up right quick.
Yeah, the camera needs to see your ugly face for this episode.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we move on to 205 Live, which, you know, last week was SmackDown's 1000. This is 205 Live's 100th episode.
Damn.
I honestly did not think they'd make it this far,
Me neither.
Me neither.
which I think by the time Triple H took helm, they were just a step away from being...
Done for.
Yeah. So, we started this off with the official debut of Mike Kanellis,
Oh my god.
taking on Power Ranger Lince Dorado.
The Lucha Power Rangers. That's what we're gonna call it from now on. The Lucha Power Rangers.
It's just Lince Dorado. Because sometimes he'll wear that singlet that looks like the old Power Rangers uniform. Like Mighty Morphin uniform.
Them three do too much.
I like the Lucha House Party, though.
I mean, I like them, but they just do way too fucking much.
I mean, they're
And-
luchadors. I mean, what you expect?
And then this match was slow, boring.
It's supposed to be slow. Mike Kanellis does not work a fast pace.
I know, I'm just saying.
You know,
It's
he
just-
wrestles a heavyweight style.
Like I do on your mom.
Shut up.
Hurry up and sit down, man.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Anyway, but yeah, this was a pretty good match actually.
It was alright.
I'm back, y'all. I just have to take an actual bowel movement.
Yeah, I think they said he won with like a Blade Runner. I think that's how we won. No, it was a Crossroads. He won with a Crossroads. Next up, we had some matches being made for next week. Because next week it's going to be Mr. Leo 5 Live, Leo Rush, you know, that annoying hype man on Monday Night Raw,
So annoying.
taking on Cedric Alexander. Then we had Mustafa Ali taking on Tony Nese.
Your boy Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa.
Mustafa.
Anyway, they'll be going one-on-one to determine number one contendership for Buddy Murphy's Cruiserweight title.
Remember, everything in the Cruiserweight division runs through Buddy Murphy and Tony Nese. It is a new era in 205 Live, according to the Premier Athlete. And his 12 abs.
8.
8, 12,
Yeah, he's at 8.
whatever.
Anyway, let's see, was there another match announced? I can only remember those two.
I think there was, I can't remember.
I know we had a Brian Kendrick promo.
Oh, the Brian Kendrick will take on Gentleman Jack Gallagher next week.
Okay, alright.
Because Brian said, what's that he said? Said he's going to unleash no mercy.
Yeah, he's going to unleash no mercy. Put him down like a dog.
Like a dog.
Rest in peace.
Peace.
I swear to God.
Anyway, and then we had the main event of 205 Live. Your boy, Mustafa Ali, took on Hideo Itami in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Hideo Itami wants people to put respect with the T on his name.
Respect.
Respect me.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
we almost saw a mid-match decapitation
Mm-hmm.
as Hideo tried to decapitate Mustafa's head between the steps.
Damn.
Literally.
But he took the time to yell out, "Respect me!"
He said that like 10 times during the match.
Yeah, that's ultimately what ate his downfall, as Mustafa Ali hit the 054 to Hideo Itami on the table, on the outside, so much that their atoms converged.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least
He
for a
said,
3
I
count.
always respected you.
Yeah. After the match, he just said, "I always respected you."
He even said that on the top rope too.
Yeah.
I
And
respect
that table
you.
exploded.
Yeah. That table blew up like nobody's business.
Like Malcolm did the bathroom.
Yeah, you're right. It had to be done.
It had to be done.
It had to be done.
I hear you, bro.
Oh man, I gotta get a new toilet. Fuck.
Sorry. Dude, it just felt great.
I bet you
Never
feel
had
20 pounds lighter, don't you?
Shit, 20 times. Like.
Anyway, this slow ass phone will load. Next, we move on to the black and yellow brand, NXT, which we don't run.
No.
I'm glad we don't, because it would suck. Because our visions, our ideas are stupid.
So it's not undisputed.
I wouldn't say that. It'd still be undisputed because Adam freaking Cole, baby, is there.
Yeah. The undisputed era is 100% again. Bobby Fish and his knee brace is back.
Yeah. Speaking of Adam Cole and his undisputed friends, he took on the top 1%, Mr. EC3.
Now, before that, he did call out Ricochet.
Yeah,
he still has a gripe about that North American Championship.
Yeah, he said the words, "You still have my property."
Yeah.
Which is, it's awesome. How can you hate Adam Cole?
How can you hate the undisputed era?
Well, Malcolm does.
Especially
that
when
goddamn
Kyle
guitar.
He hates that air guitar.
How can you hate that? He's the king of riff guitar right now.
Yeah, you're right. But still don't like it.
It's because you hadn't been exposed to it.
Yeah.
Because somebody said they were going to watch NXT.
I'll watch it next week.
I'm sure you will. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me channel my inner Daniel Bryan. Sure you will. Is this how you do it, brother?
That's how you do it, yeah. That's how you do it.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I'm watching next week, though. For real. I just gotta make that time for it.
Anyway, there's plenty of time to do it.
I mean, yeah, but...
It comes on at 7. Anyway, yeah, EC3, Adam Cole had a match, and surprise, surprise, EC3 actually won.
With a roll-up against Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah.
And then... Oh, go ahead.
Then, while EC3 was celebrating, he got eliminated.
Yeah. Roger Strong came out of nowhere with that fucking kick. And then Bobby Fish basically smashed his knee with a steel chair.
Yeah, this is the new aggression from Undisputed Era.
Mm-hmm.
Just being mean and all that stuff.
Yeah, they're done playing nice.
Because NXT belongs to them.
Yeah. Now that the chairman is back.
Yeah.
I didn't come up with that. Larson from Going in Raw came up with that.
The chairman?
Yeah, it called him the chairman because he's out there with a chair. So I just sat there. I'm like, that was clever, you bastard. Anyway, next up we had the debut of Mia Yim. And surprise, surprise, she beat longtime NXT jobber Aaliyah.
Yay.
Jay.
You know what? Here's my thing with Aaliyah. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do with her because 1 minute she come out there with like fucking cat ears and she's got this fucking cat gimmick.
Yeah.
Then she comes out there with this prissy ass stuck up gimmick. What the fuck is she? What is their purpose for her? Besides being a jobber.
She's been there for over 2 years. She was part of Breaking Ground when they had it.
They don't know what kind of gimmick they want for her.
I mean, she's good, but what are they going to do with her?
Complete shit.
I don't know.
I think they're just going to have her just to put people over.
Next up, we had Cassius Ohno destroying another enhancement talent.
Jay?
Who?
Justin Xavier.
Yeah, Justin Xavier. I think that's Desmond Xavier.
Let me see that.
Really?
I think I could be wrong. I think that could be Desmond Xavier or Desmond X.
I did notice Cassius Ohno's little haircut.
Yeah, he got a little bit trimmed off.
Yeah.
It does look like him.
And basically, he's sending a message to William Regal because
saying,
he wants to be taken seriously, but we know what he means by that.
yeah, wants to be taken seriously. He's going to tear apart whatever toy that William Regal has a bromance with.
Really?
I mean, the seeds are already planted, bro.
Yeah. In fact, I think it was right after this match. We had a promo for Matt Riddle.
He's making his in-ring debut next week.
And the promo started out all intense. It was, a silhouette of him doing like MMA shit, with music, and then it ends with bro.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that picture of like when they were showing the new talent for NXT, like Chelsea Green, Mia Yim,
Mm-hmm. And Punishment Martinez.
and fucking Matt Riddle out there in a fucking 3-piece suit with flip flops on?
Nigga.
He had a signature hat. He had like a dark blue, navy looking suit,
Yeah.
and flip flops.
That's how he rolls, bro.
Like, bro.
That's how he rolls.
That man is on permanent tranquilo time.
Yeah. Now, before that, they did have a video package on Lacey Evans.
I completely missed that.
They showed Lacey Evans. She was talking about how she's talking about her classy lady.
Oh, wait, I remember seeing that, but I just ruled it out as it's a generic promo so that nobody forgets what her gimmick is.
Lacey Evans is fine as fuck.
She is.
Again, if it were up to me, I'd put her on SmackDown.
I feel like she's a bit gimmicky.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of tone it down, but I think she'd do great. I like where she is in NXT right now.
Yeah.
They also had Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about Wifey Cross.
Yeah, she popped up after the Cassius Ohno match, and she got in Cassius Ohno's face and said, I know.
Yeah.
He's just like, what?
He's just like, get the fuck out of here. What do you know?
Yeah.
I know things too. You're not the only one who knows things. I know things.
And William Regal was just basically catching hell because Bianca Belair said that she was undefeated and she wants an NXT Women's title shot. She says she deserves a shot. She wants her shot. Why? Because she's undefeated.
Then, immediately after that, I think we'll stop clapping now.
Yeah.
Anyway, immediately after that, William Regal catches hell from the Undisputed Era. Saying this is unacceptable. We need to be treated better. You need to take responsibility for this. I know that's there.
Yeah.
Anyway, William Regal's like, okay, you know what? Since Bobby Fish, your return spoiled that War Raiders Undisputed Era match last week. You and Adam Cole, baby.
Excuse me.
Actually, he was mad with him, so he didn't say baby. He just left it at Adam Cole.
Boo.
Yeah.
Anyway, you and Adam Cole will take on War Raiders next week. Have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And they just walk
He's
off like you can't deal with this shit.
Yeah. Speaking of William Regal, we had his NXT title match announced for War Games.
War games.
War
Anyway.
games?
He
Games?
He comes out there and starts to address it. Then he catches more hell from Tommaso Ciampa.
Dear God. Jesus.
As he's continuously talking to that title.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa comes out there. He's like, if you're going to make this kind of announcement, the champ needs to be here. And you better respect me, boy.
Oh.
I'm just like, oh.
And then as General Manager Regal was finna speak,
Oh.
the Velveteen Dream came out there.
Dream.
Baby.
His theme is so catchy.
It is.
Anyway, he comes out there and, he's making his case. He steps in the ring. Out comes out Lars Sullivan.
That ugly motherfucker.
Saying, you might be the Velveteen Dream, but you're standing in freak country.
No, he said Lars Sullivan territory.
Lars Sullivan territory. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and Velveteen Dream, with the best line of the night, he said, you may be the Nightmare, but you better put on pants when you're talking to the Dream.
What?
Ow.
Oh.
Slam.
Because it looks like Lars is wearing underwear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it looked like Lars legitimately laughed. Like, it was a shoot laugh.
He was just like, oh.
But then he grabbed Velveteen Dream by the throat.
Yeah.
And then Nikki Cross comes out there again, yelling, he's coming, which has some pretty bad connotations to it.
Now, before that, let's not forget,
Thank you.
at the start of the show, William Regal had those enhancement security guards stand out there.
No, you gotta say security guards.
They're enhancement security guards who get paid to get fucking beat up.
Anyway, the camera cuts from the arena to outside it, where Aleister Black is giving them hell. I'm sorry, but this poor one guy just pops out of the door, eats a black mass, and he goes right back into the door.
Like slap in the face. Just cold cocked him.
Aleister tears off to the ring. Tommaso's out of there. Velveteen's out of there. Lars Sullivan tries to get in. He eats a black mass dead on the jaw, and he sells it like $1 million.
Just like, ugh.
And he grabs William Regal. He says, "Where is he? Where is he?
Where is he? Where is he?"
And out comes, out of nowhere, the bomb that we have all been waiting for.
Garganno.
Johnny Gargano revealed as the attacker of Aleister Black. And he said, I'm right here.
I'm right here.
Mic drop. And that's how we ended the show.
Pipe bomb.
Pipe bomb.
What a roller coaster.
What a show.
I like, before you move on, I like the storyline. The storylines in NXT are great, period. But unlike the Hideo Itami storyline, at least this is going somewhere. Now, legitimately, Itami was injured.
Yeah, Aleister Black was injured as well when they kicked off the story.
Yeah, but at least they're doing something with it.
No, at least they have a conclusion, because Hideo Itami, after he returned from injury, he popped up.
Yeah.
Before he got injured again.
Yeah.
They never shed light on the fucking story. They never picked back up on it.
That is true.
So now we just speculate that Kevin Owens did it.
Yeah.
Because, he walked past with a smug look. He's just like, yeah, what a shame.
Yeah.
So, that makes sense. Anyway, we move on to the Mae Young Classic for this week. It was the semifinal round, as the finals will take place this weekend. We start off the night with a barn burner of a match. Oh, wait, no. I forgot I got to click on results.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass WWE Network app.
Anyway. That's why I just write all my shit down.
Yeah, I don't have that attention span.
Because you're a square ass nigga? Why? You square ass nigga?
Shut up!
Anyway, we had an absolute barn burner of a couple of matches on this episode, but we kicked off the night with Toni Storm taking on the last boss, Meiko Satomura. This was a killer contest, bell to bell, as they both beat the absolute fire out of each other. But in the end, Toni Storm hit the Storm Zero, took out the last boss. She is moving on to the finals at Evolution. Don't be confused with Evolution.
Because it's not a line in the sand and it's not a mystery.
Yeah, and it also doesn't shoot on its leader.
Facts.
Next up, we had the genius of the sky, Little Miss Io Shirai, taking on Rhea Ripley. In a, believe it or not, it was not a one-sided affair, despite the size difference between two of them. Io Shirai, picked up the victory with her signature Asai moonsault. She's definitely going to the finals. So now we are looking forward to potentially a match of the night as far as Evolution goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, unlike Crown Jewel, we're actually going to be live streaming our reactions to Evolution.
Fuck Crown Jewel.
Yeah, fuck it. We're not going to watch it. But on the subject of Crown Jewel, you know what we are going to live stream our reactions to instead of Crown Jewel? The Rockin' Rager, baby! Watch it, man. Anyway.
No, I will.
Yeah, because you'll be paid for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, next up we move on to the Black and Yellow UK brand. Let's talk about NXT UK.
Very good show through 2 episodes. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Especially since this episode featured our boy. We'll get to him in a little bit, though.
Mm-hmm.
This slow-ass phone will actually load up the fucking results. Anyway, we start off the match with one of our personal favorites we watched on Defiant Wrestling as Ligero took on the Wild Boar Mike Hitchman.
That dude looks weird as fuck.
Oh man, he looks like $1,000,000. And he's got that weird boar mask. He's got that spiked vest. Oh man, he looked like $1,000,000. He really looked like a wild animal. He wrestled like one too.
Yeah, did.
But in the end, the British lightweight Ligero won. It's kind of hard not to call him El Ligero.
Yeah, because I think they were chanting that in the arena.
Oh yeah, he's a well-known veteran. He's got 17 years experience. He also trained Defiant Wrestling Defiant Wrestling original Martin Kirby. Anyway, next up we had women's action as Dakota Kai took on Killer Kelly. How could you not like these ladies?
They're both incredible.
They are. Just Dakota Kai, they need to take back to the character storyboard for a little bit. Because, remember the last time we saw Dakota Kai?
Where she was getting beat up by Shayna Baszler?
Where she was getting bullied by Shayna Baszler. And they portrayed her as weak and cowardly, timid.
Yeah, that's the same thing it did with Bayley when she had that trash-ass match against Alexa Bliss.
And look what they've done with Bayley.
Oh, the girl who took on Toni Storm last week, the Samuels girl.
Nina Samuels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her.
Oh, she's great, yeah. Anyway, Dakota Kai got the win over Killer Kelly with that sick looking haluva kick where she does a complete lap around the ring before she nails her opponent.
Yeah. Oh no, she hit that Canadian back.
Oh, the flip backcracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She won with that one.
I completely forgot about that, but she did hit that super haluva kick.
Yeah.
After that, she cut a super awkward promo. What she said that was super awkward. It's just she was trying to talk to the fans, but dude with the fro kept trying to turn her back to the camera.
This dude with the fro, he's just bothering me so bad.
What are you talking about over here?
One of the
backstage commentators.
One of the interviewers.
One of the interviewers.
NXT UK?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, no homo, but the fro looks nice, but he's just bothering me. Like, where the fuck did they find this dude at?
Apparently on the street.
Oh my god, he's just bothering me so bad. Continue.
Anyway, here's someone that doesn't bother you so bad, and say it with me, fellas. Because this man is... I forget how it goes. God, it's been so long since we've seen our boy, Zach Gibson.
Liverpool's number one. Soon to be recognized as the UK's number one.
Soon to be recognized as the world's number one.
And soon to be recognized as NXT's UK's number one.
Wait. Wouldn't it be NXT UK's number one, then the world's number one?
However he put it. He did mention that he took Pete Dunne and Travis Banks to the limit.
And Yeah.
In the UK tournament.
Yeah, the UK tournament. But he said, I lost because I wasn't rested, I wasn't prepared. And I had all of you, and he points at the fans, saying, you guys were distracting me the whole way, trying to get me to fail. And good job on those fans. They were so rowdy, it was hard to hear Zach Gibson.
They booed the fuck out of him before he even came out. And at one point, they were literally taking off their shoes and waving their shoes in the audience.
Yeah, that was one of the chants. It's, if you don't like Zach Gibson, take your shoes off.
What the fuck?
They were chanting that during the tournament, too.
Wow.
So, wow, he has major heel heat, and he sells it like a champ.
Yeah. He called out Noam Dar later in the promo. He comes out there taking his shirt off,
Yeah.
Out comes General Manager Johnny Saint. He says, "You two, in my office now. In my office now."
In my office now.
Yeah. So, by my vote, he's already the best general manager across brands.
Yes. And he did make the main event for next week. Noam Dar will take on Liverpool's #1, Zach Gibson.
Oh, yeah. No one can shit, baby.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Ashton Smith, who his style is aggression.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really a style. It's more of a disposition.
I like Ashton Smith. He's okay.
Oh yeah, he's intense, but he's not Travis Banks intense.
He's got, to me, Ashton's got like that mild, aggressively, how can I put it?
Mild aggressively.
He's just mildly aggressive.
He's like Taco Bell sauce. He's mild sauce.
Yeah.
There we go.
He's not hot sauce. He's mild sauce.
He's not Diablo sauce.
No.
Minoru Suzuki is Diablo sauce.
Yes.
Anyway, Ashton Smith defeated Tucker. I gotta say, I like a lot of these NXT guys, a lot of their characters.
Yeah.
Because most of them involve, blue collar guy had to fight for everything.
Mm-hmm. Or
they tended bar, or they've been in bar fights. I like that aspect.
Yeah. Because they did mention that the wild boar, his front teeth were knocked out during the bar fight.
Yeah. And Joseph Connors lost, part of his ear in a bar fight.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the guys we'll talk about in a little bit, Wolfgang was a bouncer at a bar.
Yeah.
I like that. It's really cool. It's really diverse. It's not like WWE where we have all these goofy characters.
Yeah. It's not like the main roster where they just try to throw everything at the wall and try to make it stick.
Yeah. And
it's like that cheap generic brand of glue.
Speaking of characters, I glossed over this last week, but we had 2 weeks in a row we've had these promos from this guy Eddie Dennis.
Yeah. Apparently
he's well known on the indie circuit. In his first promo last week, he talked about how he was best friends with Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews. There's an age difference, but best friends in the business. Saying how they were training and working so hard to make it big.
Yeah.
Then this week, he's saying, oh, these guys, still in the game. I had to give up my dream so I could, be an educator at a prestigious boarding school.
Yeah. He said he became the principal at the private school.
Yeah. He was on this nice, humble route, and then he just nosedived straight into heel territory. He's like, what about them? They're still they were still living at home with their parents, flying out to the States and Japan, getting all their bookings.
Yeah.
They're living our dream.
Yeah, it's just like he went from, hey, I'm, what's his name again?
Eddie Dennis.
Eddie Dennis. Hey, I'm Eddie Dennis. And then it's like, fuck you.
It's just like, oh, Mark Andrews, Pete Dunne, they're my best friends in the world, but fuck them.
Yeah.
They have my success. They have the success I wanted, but fuck them. They should have quit when I quit. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Not to mention there's also plot holes in his story. Like, saying they're living our dream. Ain't no our. It's their dream. You're the one that gave up.
Yeah.
Second of all, you had to watch them compete in WWE? No. You wanted to watch them. You didn't have to. So.
What's going on here?
Now we're talking about Eddie Dennis's promo from this week on NXT UK. Yeah.
Hey, he's basically, moral of the story, he's basically bitter about he's not on the success of Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews. It's basically those two here, him here, and he's pretty much bitter, and he's mad, and he's salty as fuck.
He's salty as fuck.
He is salty as fuck.
Although he's got no reason to be salty. Apparently he put on a hell of a match at Hello Wembley. Which I've got a subscription to Progress. I need to watch Hello Wembley. Apparently people were saying that show was hella good. We'll have to watch it, review it. Just be like, oh, fart.
Hmm?
Nothing. I said fart. Yeah. No, I didn't want to play the stupid video. Don't play the stupid video. No.
And then we had the main event with
With
Tyler Bate and Wolfgang.
well-rested Tyler Bate taking on the last king of Scotland, old Wolfgang.
Oh!
There we go. This was a really good match.
Pretty decent match. I mean, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven have made claim that they want those tag titles. Tyler Bate is looking to get back the UK title, and so is Wolfgang. He's looking to get in contention for the title as well.
Oh yeah. But yeah, Tyler Bate won with did he get off the Tyler driver? I can't remember.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he won with the Tyler Driver 97.
Yeah.
And
So-
that pretty much ended the show.
Oh yeah.
Pretty good show overall. 2 episodes in. If you like what you see, keep on watching. If not, go out of your way and check it out.
Wait. If not, are you talking about if they don't like what they see, or if they
haven't watched it yet,
Okay.
then they should go out of their way to watch it because it's really good content.
You made it sound like if
Well,
they
I should have rephrased it.
yeah, I was about to say you made it sound like if they don't like what they're watching, they should watch it anyways.
Well, let me rephrase it. If you like what you're watching, continue to watch. But if you haven't watched it, go out of your way to watch it because it's great content on the network.
There you go. A little
Yeah.
clarity.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be it for this episode of 3 Count. We are going to mix up 3 Counts formula starting next week. Because the way we're going to record it is we're going to dedicate one entire episode to Raw and SmackDown. You know, it will mostly feature me and this big dumbass right here. Anyway, and then there will be the network stuff, which hopefully it will involve that guy with the mask, with the bag over his face.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna try that at least until SmackDown moves to Fox,
Yeah.
which I'm looking forward to. It we may get a roster shuffle.
Yeah. There's a lot of big talk about SmackDown and their move to Fox. October of next year, so
Yeah.
we'll see how everything unfolds.
Anyway, don't forget to check out our preview of WWE Evolution. I still need to upload it, which I like that we already recorded it. Got that out of the way early.
Yeah.
Might have to start doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, we will be doing, since it's our favorite time of the year, we will be doing a preview of Ultima Lucha Quattro.
Yeah. Ultima Lucha Quattro is going to be one fucking awesome show.
Especially since it's the return of the Zero Miedo. Oh, that match is going to be killer.
Oh my god.
But let's go and do a little early speculation. Do you think it will beat out the first Zero Miedo match?
I forgot how that went, and I don't think I remember. I can barely remember that.
Penta Vampiro?
Oh, yeah.
It has potential.
I think it has potential, but I don't know, boss. I just don't know.
Well, we'll see as we watch Pentagon Jr., who is undefeated in that. He is a record holder in the Zero Miedo match as he takes on Marty the Moth Martinez to regain his stolen Lucha Underground title.
He stole my title.
So that should be one hell of a barn burner.
Oh,
one
yeah.
hell of a kick-ass match.
Definitely.
But like I said, it has potential.
Anyway, but it's going to be the 2-night affair beginning Halloween night and the week after. I think their eyes were bigger than their stomach in the years past, because they started out as 2 nights, and then they jumped to 3, and then they did 4 weeks. 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think they just went back to their roots and just did a 2-week stint.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, don't forget to check that out. And yeah, of course, we've got War Games and Survivor Series coming up, so as well as our review of Evolution.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't forget to check out our live stream of Evolution. You know, me and Mainstream are going to be live streaming our reactions. We're not going to be, you know, streaming the pay-per-view. That's highly illegal. And not to mention, we're not getting paid for that. So, anyway, I am War Machine MJ. That's Rodimus Prime. That's
Yep.
Mainstream Malcolm. We are the 3 Count Mafia, and we will see you guys next time.